All right, we are back with another PrizePicks video. Going to be talking NBA in this one, and ultimately going to bring you guys 6 free picks. Now, I know there's college football going on all day. Unfortunately, just in a state sometimes that doesn't allow college football betting. So that's unfortunate, but we will have an NFL video coming out probably later today for tomorrow's big day of football. But if you're new to this channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe. We rip out daily content like this literally every single day about the NBA specifically. And any other time, we get football coming around, we'll make a video on that as well. So definitely, consistent content. Leave the video a like so more people can see this video, and then also comment down below if you like one of these picks, if you don't like one of these picks, or if you like a different pick and you want to let people know. Definitely do that down below. But let's check out our video picks from last time. 3 versus 6, not the best day in the world. The ones that hit crushed. Towns went way over. Sabonis killed his first quarter. Points there, getting 9, and then Jimmy wasn't even close on this rebounds line. That just looks like such a low rebounds line for like a forward, but hasn't been doing that consistently. So solid call there. And then the 2 guys with the assists, they got it in their last stint. They both went into that fourth quarter stint with, I think, I each had 5, but both ended up getting there. This was a close game in Milwaukee, and then Sacramento kind of pulled away in this Minnesota game. And then Gobert hooked us there, just missing by 0.5. He had a few buckets early in this game, so it looked like it was pretty solidly going over, but just didn't end up getting there for us. So trying to do a little bit better than that today. Let's go into the board. And we're going to start chronologically again. One of these games does start at 5 p.m., so a little bit earlier. But we'll start with Chet Holmgren. Going to go to his 2.5 blocks and steals, and we're going to go over here. Let's go check out Outlier. Any of these tools you guys see me using, I'll be using Outlier, I'll be using OddsJam, and I'll be showing a little bit on RotoWire as well. All these have free trials in the video link description, in the video description down below. Just hit the links, you'll get free trials on all of them. And OddsJam has an additional 25% off your first month if you do decide to, do the paid subscription. Just use code RichPicks when you get to that point. But let's go over to Outlier. I kind of use these tools in unison. Makes it very seamless and easy to make, value bets. But let's find Chet here. Go to his blocks and steals, and we do see that he's gone over this line in 8 of 15 games, so over a 50% hit rate in terms of the games so far this year. Also going up against Philadelphia, who actually gets blocked a decent amount of times, 6.7 per game. That's ranked 28th, so almost dead last in the league. These steals lines, it's not the worst case scenario, but they're ranked in the bottom third in terms of not allowing steals at 7.1. But as you can see, he gets more steals or more blocks than steals for sure. Embiid is a game time decision in this one, so that could be an interesting play to see how that works. But even with Embiid on the court, they definitely get blocked a decent amount of times. I also think Embiid's going to be playing this one. So Embiid's not invincible to getting blocked. He definitely gets swatted around sometimes. That's just what any setter happens to do. And Chet's been blocking shots left and right. So really liking this spot for him. Let's go see what OddsJam has to say. Kind of look at other sports books and see if we're getting some value at this PrizePicks spot. Chet Holmgren, go ahead and apply that. So we'll only see his. And we do see that his blocks and steals line over 2.5 is his best play on the day for PrizePicks right now. 53.62% hit rate. Now, did someone in the comments smartly, I guess to say, lack of a better word, say that, oh, you're only taking red plays, like those are bad plays. If you have OddsJam, it's such a powerful tool that it can find on PrizePicks, again, on Underdog, any of these, they're integrated live up to date. So you'll be able to see anytime a play is on the board that is mathematically going to make you money in the long run. So just to make an example of it, if we were going to go off Chet Holmgren and we were going to apply all these different sports on PrizePicks right now, we'd be able to see that right now there's 2 green plays if you were to use them in 5 or 6 man flex plays. And that's just saying mathematically you're getting these odds, these individual odds at minus 119 value. And other sportsbooks have this at way, way different value. So we can see this college football player, Michael, going 56.6% chance to hit because we got it at 337. Other sportsbooks have it as low as 323. And it's saying, hey, go under that. Or if one that's similar, like a CS2 play. Sometimes I come on here and there's 10 CS2 plays to choose from. And I've been, I haven't, hit consistently, but you have a good chance to be hitting things you don't even really know about. Like, I don't know much about Counter-Strike, but I've hit a 6-man using this method. So yes, there are red plays, and it's just telling you that mathematically, if you were just to strictly take those, you'd probably be losing in the long run. But when you have your other knowledge and your other data points to go off of that, that's when you can make these high red plays still be very good plays for the day. So that's just kind of answering that question. But let's go back into Chet Holmgren, see what the other sportsbooks are saying about him. We did see that he is his top line is that steals and blocks line. Other sportsbooks have this at minus 145. We're getting it at minus 119 fixed value on PrizePicks. So definitely want to take advantage of those. We've been seeing that, he's hitting this over a 50% hit rate on the season, 53% of the games so far he's gone over this, and going up against Philly, who gets blocked around a decent amount. So definitely a good spot for Chet. Staying in the same game here, I'm going to go right to Tobias Harris. Actually, the same stat category as well. We're going to go to his blocks and steals, and we're going under for him. Let's go check out his outlier page and kind of see what we got going on for him. Maybe the matchup here in OKC. We can go to Tobias Harris, go find his stocks, whatever. We'll just go into his page and we'll find it in a second. Go to his blocks and steals here, and we do see that the under is favored at minus 130, plus money to go over this. He's gone under in 8 of the last 10 games. Love to see that. Gone under this in 10 of 15 games on the season. And in terms of the matchup, it's middle of the road in steals and then bottom third of the league in blocks. So not the worst matchup in the world. It's not like they get blocked or stolen from a whole bunch. Very middle of the road matchup. So definitely don't mind that. But again, 10 to 15 games under this, pretty solid. In terms of head-to-head, looks like a lot of these were last year or the year before. But 3 or 4 games, that's another data point we like to see. But let's go see what other sportsbooks have for Tobias Harris here. Kind of see how to compare to our value on PrizePicks. Go to Tobias Harris. And we do see that his best line of the day is also his blocks and steals, under 1.5 here. We're getting it at minus 135 value on BetMGM, minus 135 on Caesars, minus 145 over here on Fliff. So definitely, again, great value. Liking the history so far this year, and the matchup looks pretty solid as well. So Tobias Harris sitting in the same game here, kind of a 2 to start us off, blocks and steals lines. So definitely solid right there. Next up, I was going to go to DeAnthony Melton. This line did just get moved as I was making the video. I got it at 20.5 PRA. It's at 21.0 now. Definitely don't mind it. It's not the best play on the board anymore. But I think maybe you just go to his points lines at that point. But 21.0, he's gone over in 5 straight. I would show you more about it, but not going to take it for the video picks, but wanted to point that out as something I took at 20.5. And actually just going to kind of pivot here. Same teammate here, or not same teammate, but same game again. Tyrese Maxey over 10.5 rebounds and assists. This is going to be my Melton replacer. All these games are the early games, so try to get these in early. Again, that's why you have the notification bell on. A lot of YouTubers say it, but for sports betting, it's very important. Let's go see not Tobias, Maxey. Kind of see he's been crushing this line recently. We're going to see his rebounds and assists at 10.5. We saw it right away. 73% of the games, 11 to 15 games, he's gone over this. Obviously, he's having an incredible year. Going up against OKC, this game should be a great game. Definitely one I'm going to be watching tonight. Minus 1.5 Philly favorites. Definitely a lot of rebounds to be had against OKC. In terms of assists, bottom third of the league in terms of allowing assists. That's great to see as well. So 11 to 15 games, that's music to my ears. Let's see what other sportsbooks have to say about him. Go ahead and get rid of Harris there. Find Maxey. And we do see that this over rebounds and assists is his top line, 53.31% chance to hit. Other sportsbooks got this as high as minus 140, minus 150 on Fliff. Bovada's popping this up at minus 115. So that's interesting to see. But again, 11-15 games. I think it's a solid game that he'll have to play a lot of minutes against OKC. I think it should be a close one, so hopefully no blowout potential there. And yeah, really liking this Maxey line as kind of my replacement for my DeAnthony Melton PRA at 20.5. Next up, going to go away from this game. I know it's not the best to always play in the same game, but seeing a lot of value in that one. Trying to stay chronological here, we're going to go to Jordan Poole. Now, he's been playing a little bit better. Obviously, a horrible start to the season, but we got him at 31.5, and I'm going to be going under here. Again, past 3 games, he's been playing pretty solidly. But let's kind of see his outlier page and see what he's been doing as a total this year. 31.5 PRA. 2023, he's gone under this in 12 of 15 games. We do see it's favored to go under this at -120, so definitely liking to see that. I mentioned his past 3 games, he's been playing a little bit better. I gotta give him credit for that. And going up against Atlanta, don't love the matchup here, but he's burned me so many times where I picked his over that I'm switching to his under. I think it's a good spot to take him, and yeah, I think he kind of reverts back to what he's been doing earlier in the year. Let's go to our odds jam and see what other sportsbooks are saying about that. Get pool. Go ahead and apply that. And looks like we got a few more lines maybe popping up for him. His PRA is actually way down here at a 50% chance. So this got moved around. Lines are always moving. They're adjusting as they look at their models. But looks like some people got this at 31. And it's still minus money. 130, 135. Looks like the main sportsbooks don't have this one just yet. But we do see that a lot of these lines are liking the PRA. Oh, wait, it's up here. Was I looking at the wrong thing? It's showing the same thing. PRA. All right, well, I like this number better. 52.83%. Don't mind that. His rebounds and assist line's also at 7.5. That's actually seemingly a better bet just based on the odds. But we'll stick to this one. We saw him go under, again, a ton of these games, playing a little bit better. But in terms of his matchup against Atlanta, I think he played him this year. Yeah, played him back on the first and did nothing, 13 points, and that's it. So that rebounds and assist line definitely looks pretty solid. Let me pull that up, and we might be pivoting on the fly here. Rebounds and assists, we want to go under here. Let's just do 2023 as a whole. Yeah, that could be another good play. Yeah, we'll shift it to that. I don't know. No, we'll stick to our gut. I want to say this is another play that I'll be playing today. The 7.5 rebounds and assist line, also under in 11 to 15 games. And the sportsbooks are liking it as well. Not sure why it's showing up twice there. Never seen that, but we're liking it at 52.83. A lot of these sportsbooks are favoring this. Pinnacle's even got this at -138. So yeah, we'll stick to our guns there and go under 31.5 for Jordan Poole. Try to get 2 more plays for you guys in here. Let's go to DeJounte Murray. We'll go to a PRA line for him as well, but we're going to go over for him. Let's see what he's been doing. This is the same game against Washington. So we do have like a data point for their matchup last time. Obviously, we saw Poole do practically nothing against them back on November 1st. But we can see what Murray's been doing this year and also their matchup last in November, or not November 1st. PRA, we got him at 30.5. The over is a -125. Love to see that. Gone over in 7 to 10 games. Love to see that. 9 of 14 games on the season. He's been killing it. And look at all this green to be had against Washington. They're the worst team in the league for a reason. They're the worst team we've seen in probably a few years. 29th in points against, rebounds against is 30, assists against is 30th. So all these stats should be, very plethora being able to get to. Head-to-head, did get it this back in November. He had 24, 4, and 8. So I think Murray could definitely get here for us. This could be, again, another high-scoring game against Washington, as Atlanta also gives up a decent amount of points. So it should be a bunch of opportunity for Murray here. Let's go see his odds jam. See what he's been doing. Or sorry, not see what he's been doing, but see what other sportsbooks are saying about him. And we do see that points and assist line is actually popping up. PRA is 52.4% chance. That points and assist line, if that's the way you want to go, don't mind that as well. Don't mind that at all. Pinnacle's got this at -126, -123. Bovada's bumped this to 31.5. Fliff's got it over here at -135. So I like his spot against the Hawks. I think he can do what he did last time against them earlier in the year. And yeah, liking this Murray line for sure. But just want to point out that points and assist line over is not looking too bad at all. But let's go to his 30.5 PRA. We're going over there. Next up, last but not least, we are going to go to DAngelo Russell. I wonder if this one got bumped. It did not. 5.0. Really, really like this one. Definitely some push potential here, but I definitely think he can go over. Let's go open up his outlier page. So they're showing it at 5.5, so the under is definitely favored here. But in terms of going over this, we just needed to get to 5, and he's done that in 2023 pretty much every game. So remember, these are pushes for us, these 5s right here. So he's gone under this in just 3 games all season. So at least pushing 13 of 16 games. They don't have an alt line for me to show you just visually, but again, this would be a push, and these 2 games would be a push. Going up against Cleveland, I didn't check their head-to-head. He just doesn't have one. since he's been back on the Lakers. But 12th ranked, about middle of the road there, and 25 assists to be had. Decent close spread, 4.5 point underdogs. In terms of injuries, we forgot to go over injuries at the beginning of this game, but definitely a decent amount of guys that are a game time decision. That's kind of just a custom. That's just like the Lakers always going to say that about LeBron, about AD. Looks like AD is already getting the probable tag. LeBron maybe more of a true game time decision. But he's been questionable the last 6 games, so ends up playing in all of them. So I like LeBron's chances of playing. And if he doesn't, again, that's a little boost probably in terms of Russell handling the ball a little bit more. So if he plays, it doesn't hurt him. If he doesn't, that's probably even a little boost. So DAngelo Russell at 5.0. Let us see what odds Jim has him at that line, and maybe what other sports books are saying about that. DAngelo Russell. Go ahead and apply here. And we see that his best line is that assist line. So 52.87%. A lot of, pretty much everyone's got this at 5.5. So at 5, we're getting a deal there. And all these sports books that have him at 5.5, it's still like plus 104. So it's not like it's like very heavily favored to go one way or the other. It's about a 50-50, 45-55% chance to go over this. And we got him at 5. So definitely a deal there. And I like that spot for him. So that would be our 6th pick. Let's go ahead and recap these. If you're trying to get these in, I'll go ahead and zoom in. I know that can be hard to read sometimes. So we got Chet Holmgren over 2.5 blocks and steals. We got Tobias Harris under 1.5 blocks and steals. Tyrese Maxey over 10.5 rebounds and assists. I also want to mention D'Anthony Melton. We had him at 20.5. That did get bumped to 21 PRA. That's something I definitely like today as well. Jordan Poole under 31.5 PRA, kind of fading him just because he's been so good and consistent all year. DeJounte Murray over 30.5 PRA, so definitely liking that. And then DAngelo Russell over 5.0 assists, a lot of push potential on that one. So that will do it. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to the video if you want to see this daily content. The bell, very helpful for when these lines do get pushed sometimes, so you want to get those in early. And then any of those, odds jam, outlier, RotoWire, any of those things are in the video links description. You get a free trial on all of them. So hit those links. Let's make some money tonight, and peace out.